Well, how about any interactions you remember when you returned in 2013 and 2014 with Vince?
Yes, Vince was super cool. He was happy to have me there in 2013, and at the end of it, even when I was in, we did it. We were in the overseas too during that 2013 run. And Pat Patterson said something really cool. He was the agent that went international with us then, and we were in England. And just like always, big monkey flip, RVD, like plates going nuts. Pat put me over, which I wasn't used to. They always seemed to humble me by not wanting to let me know how they felt about me. That's what it seemed like to me. That's how I translated the ups and downs of my path. And but he said, wow, he said, all these people are here to see you. And I was just like, wow. And I said, you're going to write that in your report? Which maybe I shouldn't have said it. I don't know. Maybe that's stiff. Is that stiff? It sounds stiff when I say it that way now.
Maybe, but to your point, like, you don't know how people are going to react to certain things. It's like he might not have took it that way. Maybe not,
Hopefully not. I remember him saying, every word of it, something like that to that effect.
So yeah, he probably didn't then. So I think it's good.
But I remember at the end of in 2013, I signed to do 66 matches in 90 days. When you figure going home and going back out to the road, there's not days off in there. You know what I mean? too many. It was a hell of a run, but it was a really good comeback. I had fun. At the end, Vince said, thanked me, and said, this has been, thank you. We got a great piece of business together, and I appreciate it. And I heard from production guys that he had a meeting with them and said it and told everyone to, RVD did a good, it's his last day of this 90-day tour, and we've had, enjoy, if you think, tell him thank you. Tell everybody, thank you. Nobody did except for the one guy that told me about the meeting, which he didn't either actually, but he told me that Vince said that. He told everyone, hey, if you get a chance, thank RVD. He helped us do a good piece of business. I mean, houses were up. I'm not saying I drew them. I'm not saying I didn't, but it was an awesome tour. And at that point, I was under the expectation of that I could just go back whenever I wanted, like, because Hunter was, he was doing that with Jericho. Yeah. He was saying, Chris comes and works when he's not doing his Fozzy tours, and we book him around that. And, you could take a look at the schedule, let us know, and I was, all right, cool. But I wanted them to get a hold of me, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, and they didn't. And like a whole year went by. And then, I went to the show because they were in town where I lived, I guess LA or Anaheim. And I said to Corona, "Would you lose my number or something?" And God, that's weird. It's just like now. Like, people ask how come I'm not there. I'm like, they're not calling me. It's the same. It really is. Like, I'm just, that's why it's good to articulate thoughts on these shows. And anytime you talk, I'm realizing I'm seeing patterns here because it is kind of like the same thing. But I went there because they were in town. And so I went and I talked to them, about coming in, maybe they said, you ready to come in? Maybe I said, you guys, it's been a year if you guys want to do something again. So in people's minds, they don't know these were two different years.
Yeah.
I think I was there for a while and then I wasn't. And when I was there in 2013, it was awesome.